Thursday night baseball now from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Dylan Bundy, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Malik Smith the next to hit. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Beckham waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the guy to watch is Matt Duffy, the Duff Man. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Up next for the Rays, Denard Span. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's a .333 hitter. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one. Bundy offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Ooh, back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Missed with a breaking ball. A little chilly, but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. One out, nobody on. Back up the middle. Backhanded. And now from the air, a jump throw. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he swings and lifts a pop-up out behind short. Machado has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Tampa Bay 0. Orioles coming up. You're watching the show. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
In now, Tim Beckham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him. Completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
Here's Manny Machado now, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. 6th home run on the season for him. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run or two early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Ramos gathers it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Here's Mark Trumbo now. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the American League. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Turned on down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment. Able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky on the mound, I'd have to think you'd have to throw him a strike right here. He hasn't proven to me that he can even get within the zone yet.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
It's 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
It looked like, from our perspective, he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More from Baltimore after this. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ryan Schimpf. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's shine the light on shortstop Manny Machado. That's right, shortstop. He can play third. He can play short. It doesn't matter. He's one of the best defenders in the game.
Standing in, C.J. Cron. First pitch of the at-bat. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. There to pull it in is Machado, and that's out number 2.
Batting center, shortstop, Matt Duffy.
Stepping into the box, Matt Duffy, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the third base line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Duffy. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 1-0. Ready now for Baltimore. Colby Rasmus is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there for strike 1. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate. And if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
In now for the O's, Anthony Santander, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch coming, here it is. Lifted the other way out to left center. Kiermaier on the run, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Batting eighth, catcher, Caleb Joseph.
Digging in now, Caleb Joseph comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses, ball one. With runners in scoring position this season, Joseph is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Hit on the ground to short. Duffy ranges to his right. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Joey Rickard.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. A high fastball is in there.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Outside, 2-1. Santander at second with 2 down. Chopped weakly to the left. Miller charging this one. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark Carosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Way in front of a great slider that time. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And this will be put away easily for the out. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Now to the plate, Carlos Gomez. First pitch on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man. Hard liner to center field. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Standing in now, Brad Miller. And this is lined softly to the left side, but foul. A 1 pitch on its way. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Rickards under it. And that retires the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. It remains 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Tim Beckham will be the first to stand in here in the inning for Baltimore, with Manny Machado waiting to follow. First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So with 1 away, let's take a look at the Orioles' upcoming schedule here to see what's coming up the next 7 days here on MLB The Show. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Manny Machado. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Low with the splitter, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Kiermaier. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Schoop. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Schoop, who's nicknamed Mamba, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Stepping in now, Mark Trumbo, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Set to deliver the 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high. The 0-2 home. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More coming up from Baltimore after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Malik Smith back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle. And the Rays are in the hit column.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
First things first, here's a throw over. Runner's back. Into the box, Denard Span. Pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Now a bunt attempt here. Beckham barehanded. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's
now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. He's set. Here it comes. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. Missed with a slider. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. Span leads off first with one away. Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
In now, Ryan Schimpf, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He was a strike. strikeout victim in his first try. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's C.J. Cron now.
And he hits it hard to the right side.
And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Standing in now, Matt Duffy, as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. Rays will settle for just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, all tied at 1-1. Striding in once again, Trey Mancini set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Tough slider down low for a strike. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Back up the middle. Duffy loves it. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Colby Rasmus.
Ready for another chance? Colby Rasmus hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Drilled to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Bouncer up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Now at the plate, Kevin Kiermaier hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse. That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Carlos Gomez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Brad Miller. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Popped him up. Beckham is over near the railing as he makes the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. So digging in now, Caleb Joseph. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Joseph swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Into the box now, Joey Rickard. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Great jump on that ball, hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
Into the box now, Tim Beckham. as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Digging in and looking for more, Malik Smith popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch high and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Soft liner towards center, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Into the box, Denard Span, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Smith aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Grounded to the right. And Span is aboard. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Stepping. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. Santander is there, and he has it for the out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set and the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up and it says 0-2.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The next 0-2. Two runs, 6 hits.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Rasmus has a read on it. 2 down.
First baseman number 44, C.J. Cron.
Digging in once again, C.J. Cron. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That misses. 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Line drive to left. Santander is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rays will settle for just the 1. On to the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Rays 2 and the Orioles 1. Manny Machado will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First offering on its way. And that misses. Ball 1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Machado is retired, and there's one away. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And it's 0-2 to Scope.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Slow little grounder left side. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Curveball that time, not even close. Trumbo is off at first with 2 away. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Orioles leave 1. They're down 2-1. Back here on the show. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 35, Brad Rock.
Ready for another chance? Matt Duffy. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's set and the pitch. Here's a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hard hit toward the hole. And through into left field. Back-to-back hits have him set up to start the 7th.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him. Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Rickard ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Ready once again, Brad Miller, and his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock. He's really struggled. 0 for 10. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Miller is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Malik Smith the next to hit, as he'll take a look at ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. There's a belt high strike to even the count at 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Two and 1 to the Rays leadoff batter.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Ready for another shot now, Colby Rasmus. He was retired.
Right fielder, Kobe Rasmus.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Here it is, the 3-0. It's in there for strike one.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he lays off ball four. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Daniel Hudson comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Daniel Hudson.
Anthony Santander will be the first. To stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. From the stretch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Miller's got it. The second for one. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Pulled the right string that time, Skip.
And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Standing in now, Caleb Joseph. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 on its way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded back up the middle. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. 8th inning coming up. Tampa Bay leads this one 2-1. Richard Blyer has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 48, Richard Blyer.
Striding in once again, Denard Span. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Denard Span.
First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Taken in by Scope. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game. Not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Ready on 1 and 2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Rickard is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 14. Second baseman, Ryan Schiff.
And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder, Ryan Schiff. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Hit hard down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Here's C.J. Cron now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Rays strand just the 1. They lead it 2-1. Alex Colomé is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
37, Alex Colomé.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. In the past,
this thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. And that one just missed outside. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Skied into straightaway right. And this will be taken in out there by Gomez for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Tim Beckham.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tim Beckham. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. There's a strike.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Here's Manny Machado now. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Here's Jonathan Scope now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. In the past against Alex Colomé, he's gone 4 for 9. A runner on first with 2 away. Ball and a strike.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little early.
The 1-1. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Popped him up. Clone on the move. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 8 full. The Rays are in front 2-1. Start of the 9th as we welcome you back now to Oriole Park in Baltimore. Michael Givens enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Digging in to try it again, Matt Duffy. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Last time through was a base hit. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Now the 0-1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Ready with another 0-2. This is pulled into right. Oh, and he misses it. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with one away. Chris Davis is on now as he'll take over in right field following the injury.
Number 19, Chris Davis.
From the stretch. Missed with a slider. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Gomez brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch outside. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Looked to me like he got a good jump off the pitcher from second, but it didn't matter that time. Always costly when you get caught stealing at third.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Nothing doing for Tampa. They still lead it 2-1. Sergio Romo takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Sergio Romo.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Gomez has a read on it. One away.
Now batting, left fielder, Trey Mancini.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ripped down the line. Miller is there. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out.
And that was a no doubles defense in action right there, and it paid off big time. That ball was scorched, but the third baseman was guarding the line more than usual to prevent an extra base hit, and it ended up being pretty much right at him. That's good stuff.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. The 2-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Baltimore down to their final strike. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Ramos has got it. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Tampa Bay rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Nate Eovaldi earns the win, his 2nd. Dylan Bundy pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Sergio Romo wraps it up for the save, his 5th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
9 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Orioles, 1 run, 5 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Nate Eovaldi. His record is now 2-0. The save to Sergio Romo is 5th. The loss goes to Dylan Bundy. He falls to 1-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder that Metro subway trains are available at the Lexington Market or Charles Center subway station. MTA Light Rail Service will provide extra trains on the Penn Camden Shuttle and can be picked up just outside the ballpark at the Camden Yards Light Rail Station.